Sejal, so let's start with you. Let's start with what the interesting articles that you found today.
Before I start, Satya, I think I'd like to say this is my favorite part on WION Breakfast. I really look forward to reading between the lines.
Very happy to hear. I'm sure Tom would be very happy to hear about that too.
Absolutely. And the story that I've picked up today is about this this group of painters, this group of artists called the Aravani Art Project from Bangalore. These guys are preparing for the Mumbai Pride Parade 2017.
Oh, nice.
And the entire, about 20 people from the LGBT community in Bombay have come together to paint some walls in Dharavi.
Oh,
now,
wonderful.
I would like to tell you exactly what they've painted. So they've painted a trans woman and a carnation, which is a flower, with male and female reproductive organs, with the pride slogan that it only gets better, which means it only gets better.
That's right.
Right. So very, very beautiful depiction of both the genders on a flower.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous spectacle in color. That's called the Aravani project, huh?
Yes. And Aravani, by the way, is a Tamil word for transgenders.
Oh, yes. That's news to me.
So it's called Aravani Art Project. And they also said something very beautiful. They said we called everyone, The trans community is done attracting negative vibes. And I'm quoting these guys on this. By generating awareness and keeping the event open to all, we want to channel this negativity into something positive.
How wonderful.
Like Meryl Streep recently said, take that broken heart and make it into art.
There you go.
Right there.
Oh my God, that is one community. Events like these are events that I just love to be part of.
Yes,
I mean, there's so much of togetherness. There's just so much of pride in being what you are.
Pride, love, everything that we should actually care about and actually, root
Stand for.
Right.
Absolutely. Well, on that note, I will bring your attention to this one article that will interest you in particular because some time ago you went underwater diving.
Yes, scuba diving in the Andamans.
Scuba diving in the Andamans. So I'm looking at the Indian Express, and this is an article about underwater drones, and it's called The One That Didn't Get Away. Yeah, it's the ultimate angling aid, a fishing drone.
Yes, I read about it. In fact, CES just concluded a while ago, and
bang on.
Yes,
bang on. Well, Sejal is right on top of technology because she is a tech producer. Nothing escapes her eyes when it comes to technology. So this is about a technology that was launched in the CES. It is. It says most pastimes nowadays involve lots of high-tech gadgets for fishermen. These range from electronic bite alarms to carbon fiber rods, specialized clothing and tackle boxes stuffed with various odds and ends. There is so much clobber that some anglers use trolleys to lug around their gear. Now the ultimate piece of kit has arrived, a fishing drone. A fishing drone. Now, why I bring this to your notice is not just because you're fond of scuba diving, but the gadget, the device itself is called Power Ray, that comes from Power Vision, a drone maker in Beijing. It is submersible that carries a video camera to send images of Neptune's kingdom back to the angler on the bank or boat. These pictures, either still or video, can be viewed on the screen of the handheld unit that controls the drone or on a smartphone.
Right. Basically, they don't need to leave anglers or hooks around in water to
That's
fish.
Right. And remember, you telling me that you actually found a fishing hook around there?
Yes, and we actually took it and we kept it in our boat because, when you're fishing, fine, you fish, but leaving these hooks around, you fish unnecessarily. It affects the marine life.
That's
and it leads to the reduction of marine life in a large way because people just leave their hooks behind, and sometimes it's also very difficult to keep track of them because the surface is choppy and you lose control over stuff. So I think yes, this will help not taking away the marine life.
Yeah, it just puts that much more more attention on that. Well, the company hopes to offer future versions of the Power Ray without a cord, probably using low-frequency systems which could provide limited range in fresh water. These would be intended for underwater photography.
Oh, wow.
For the fishermen, it is also looking at how to deliver a baited hook directly to a specific destination on the river bed or seafloor and then settle down to keep a watch over it. Anglers will thus have direct video evidence of the one that got away.
Right.
Yeah. So I knew this article would interest you a whole lot, and I, of course, not knowing that you would totally be on top of it anyway, I thought underwater drones anyway. Oh my God. I mean, we've seen drones flying over our heads. Now we see drones in water.
Absolutely. I remember we took a GoPro. It was a little difficult to manage it because it's just like, you know, you're also taking care of your gear and you have to take care of your breathing with different equipment. You're breathing through your mouth. So there are a lot of things that you have to take care of. And this is just like an added boon, for especially for marine life enthusiasts who take huge cameras with them for underwater photography.
I know, I'm sure. What happens? So when you're underwater, do they give you some special, what happens to people who are like sensitive skin and all that?
Sensitive skin. So we have wetsuits, but
for the faces.
Sorry.
For the faces.
For the faces, nothing. Just deal with it. No.
Okay then. I remember your next article is about fairness creams and.
Yes, absolutely.
Tell us about that.
So, like I said, deal with it. Indians, especially, don't know how to deal with dark skin. We have this fixation with fair skin.
Sometimes, yes, and it's very sad.
And yes, our fairness cream markets are huge. And here is this article about a 19-year-old girl. She's a media and communication student in Manipal University. And she writes this really moving article about how her friends she's seen her friends growing up not playing in the sun because they'd get dark. She's talked about how, you know, these advertisements mislead us and they say it affects your confidence directly, which kind of has a subconscious effect on us.
A 19-year-old
a guy
girl
rejecting a girl basis dark skin.
A 19-year-old girl is talking about this.
Girl.
That's the kind of effect advertisements have on you.
Absolutely, but it's appalling because if a 19-year-old can have the brains to understand this, I don't understand why are we so fixated on dark skin.
Yes.
You know? She also talks about
age groups.
Friend. Yes, exactly. So she said, in my early teens, I saw people made friendships based on color, but she says her best friend is dark skin and she had the most beautiful heart. And that's what real beauty is about. It's about your heart, it's about your disposition, it's about how good or bad you are on the inside, not...
Well, like I've said, a 19-year-old girl, she's so sensitive and she's so totally clued in to understand that, well, beauty is it skin deep? Is it not skin deep? I mean, there is a conversation happening in the head of a 19-year-old.
Yes.
So I think adults, I'm sure, can do much better.
Absolutely.
Well,
and fairness creams, companies should be more responsible with their advertising, definitely.
I totally agree. Well, there have been ambassadors, brand ambassadors, who've kind of spoken very vocally against it. Well, from the face to the eyes, what can your eyes say about your health? I am looking at Mint. It's an article by Kavita Devgan. Kavita Devgan says the eyes are a good place to look for signs of trouble brewing in the body. An eye checkup is in fact relatively an inexpensive way of doing so. A comprehensive checkup which includes testing all parameters pertaining to the eye costs about 600 to 1000 rupees, Indian rupees, and takes about 30 minutes to an hour. Now, what all can the eyes tell about our health? They can tell us whether we have hypertension, blood pressure, is mostly asymptomatic, but an eye doctor may be able to detect it through the retina check. Wow. Yes, cholesterol levels. High cholesterol can trigger changes in the eye that are detectable. The condition shows up as yellowish deposits on the eyelids. Real quick, cancer, according to Dr. Jayan, cancer can start in the eye and can spread to the eye. Early detection and treatment of cancer in the eye can be vision-saving and in some cases life-saving. Thyroid issues, diabetes, I mean, you name it, autoimmune disease, extreme stress, neurological problems. While the annoying eyelid twitch you get from time to time likely signals fatigue, stress, or sensitivity to caffeine, it could also be a sign of underlying neurological disorder. I mean, imagine.
Wow, so many things.
As they say, it's a whole world out there in the eyes.
Absolutely.
And the biological, the physiological symptoms are all out there. Doctors can diagnose you just by looking into your eyes. I never knew,
but when you were reading this out to me, I just realized that, you know, when you get jaundice, your eyes go yellow. And that's how, when I got jaundice, it was detected.
It was detected?
Yes.
So, eyes, face, I mean, human beings are just a wonder.
Yes, absolutely.
On that wonderful note, we'll take a very short break, but come right back because we've got our fitness coming up on the other side. So stay tuned and we'll come right back.